Mhm. Alrighty, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining another live stream, my friends. I hope you guys have all had a great day so far. And I know it is pretty late as of right now, but models are showing very concerning signs of heavy snowfall and as well as severe weather later this month. So I decided I would go live again and give you guys another big update on what to expect as we get later into this month. So before we do all that, consider subscribing to the channel. I will try to do more and more live streams like this so that way we can keep you guys updated with the latest. Don't forget to leave a like as well. I hope we can all get up to around 10 likes on today's live stream. And of course, leave any questions, comments, or concerns that you guys have down in the chat. I will try to get to those when I can, and so feel free to leave any of that down in the chat, and I will definitely get to those when I am ready. But let's first start off by taking a look at the models, and we're first going to start off by taking a look at the European model. And as you guys can see, let's go ahead and select this run right here. We are going to be tracking the potential for some snowfall as we get into the next couple of hours, as we currently got those winter storm warnings in effect for the parts there of the upper Midwest like Minnesota and as well as Wisconsin. And as we continue to take this forward, chances for heavy snowfall will continue as we get into tomorrow, but then most of that should die down. And then the next thing that we're going to have to watch for will be another big storm system after that that could bring some rainfall as we get into Christmas Eve. And this model does not go that far out, so let's actually change it to the GFS model. But like I said, we will be tracking the potential for some light to moderate rainfall as we get into Christmas. And then after Christmas, and as that continues to push on through, I think the more concerning part of that storm will be as we get closer to New Year's Eve during the weekend of next week. And let's actually look at the Cape values, because this is what's going to give us the idea on if we're going to see severe weather. And let's just go ahead and take a quick zoom and view on that, because as you can see, Cape values will be very decent. We'll be seeing Cape values around 100 200 joules per kilogram by the time we head into Sunday, December 29th, and then most of those Cape values should die down, and so we'll definitely keep an eye on that closely, as Cape values will definitely be high enough to support some severe weather. Now, if you're just joining, we are talking about the potential for heavy snowfall and as well as severe weather as we get later into this month. And like I said, it is quite late right now, but like I said, we are tracking some pretty high chances for both severe weather and as well as heavy snowfall later this month. So once again, that is why I wanted to give you guys an update. So don't feel too bad if it's like late, but like I said, though, we are going to be tracking that by the time we get into later this month. And not only do we need Cape, but we also need moisture. And as you guys can see, we will be seeing those moisture values into the 60s. So we're going to be talking 60-degree dew points across much of the region. And not only that, the last thing that we're gonna need is wind shear. That's another big thing that we need to support severe weather. And yeah, we are really going to be talking wind shear across the mid parts there of the atmosphere. And if we look at the upper part, yeah, we got quite a bit of wind shear in that area. If we look at the let's see here, and if we look at the high parts of the atmosphere, that wind does die down a little bit, but that will still be enough to support potentially some tornadoes by the time we get into the end of December. Now here on Weather Bell that I'm using, they don't have supercell composite, but we can actually go over here to look at supercell composite using the GFS model, because after everything that we just took a look at, it actually does show some decent supercell composite around the St. Louis, Missouri area. And like I said, this is going to potentially be enough to support some severe weather potential as we get into the later parts of this month. So definitely get ready for this, guys, as things do look to start ramping up. I probably wouldn't call out a severe weather outbreak or anything, but I definitely do think this could be on the concerning side of things. So watch it very closely. So definitely make sure you are watching if you live pretty much anywhere in the Midwest, and that will be the area to watch the closest, as we could be seeing the potential for severe storms. And then let's also go ahead and look at snowfall potential. So let's go back to where we were before and look at if we see any chances for snowfall. And as you guys can see, we will be seeing the chances for snowfall by the time we get into the end of this month. Because just look at that. Oh my goodness. That is a pretty hefty storm shown on the GFS model. Now, this is all the way out to the very end of the model run. So obviously take this with a grain of salt, as this is probably something that is pretty bullish as of right now. We may still get something like this by the time we get into January, but like I said, we are so far out that this probably isn't really going to be happening, at least from what we know. So we'll keep an eye on it closely, especially as that rolls on through the lower parts there of the Lower Ohio Valley, and as well as parts there of the Midwest. And so we'll watch that, like I said, but definitely take that with a grain of salt, as things are definitely on the bullish side of things, which means this is not looking certain as right now. But just to give us a good idea, let's go ahead and look at your total snowfall. So let's go ahead and select total snowfall. And yeah, as you guys can see, the GFS model does want to point out some pretty big snowfall events, especially as we get into January. Now, once again, all that snowfall that you see right there, because look at that, this Friday, January 3rd. And if we go one more, we see a big snowstorm there. And like I said, we are heading all the way out to the very end of the mall run, to the point where we can't really say if this is going to happen. But if we only go out to, let's say, New Year's Eve, then it's a little bit of a different story. And the reason why is because if you look closely, we don't really see a lot of snowfall across the central United States, nor do we see a lot of snowfall across New England. However, though, I do think the West is going to be the area to watch the closest, as we could be seeing several feet of snowfall in the higher elevations. So that's something I would like you guys to keep in mind, as this will continue to be a concern. And then after that, like I said, we might have an opportunity for a snowstorm or two, but I probably wouldn't make that call, like I said, as things do not look promising as of right now. But we will keep an eye on it closely, so make sure to stay tuned. And then something else that I want to show you guys as well, we're just going to look at a few more things. So let's first start off by taking a look at the Climate Prediction Center outlook, which is another thing I would like to show you. I'm just going to quickly go ahead and change the title of my video. Alright, there we go. And yeah, like I said, we are going to be tracking some pretty good snowfall potential on the 6 to 10 day outlook, or not snowfall potential, I meant to say above normal temperatures, as we are going to be seeing much of the United States seeing above normal temperatures, including Hawaii, and as well as up there into Alaska, as you can see. So we will definitely keep an eye on that. For the 8 to 14 day outlook, we see the same thing with almost every single U.S. state, including Hawaii, continuing to see above normal temperatures. And then for the 3 to 4 week outlook, which is pretty much going to be for the next couple weeks or so, we will also be tracking above normal temperatures. So definitely a pretty big difference than what we've been doing with during the past few weeks when we've seen those major Arctic blasts roll on through. So hopefully we won't have to deal with those and we will get a break from them. But like I said, with all this warm air around, with this just is going to bring the potential for severe weather, which is something we do not usually see this time of year, and that's why it is rare. Okay, so we will keep an eye on it closely, and it doesn't look like a lot of you guys have chatted yet, so feel free to leave anything down in the chat if you would like, as we will continue to stay live for just a little bit longer. I don't really have a ton to explain in this live stream, but like I said though, I did want to give you guys that big quick update on what we could see as we get into the next few weeks. So like I said, feel free to chat or even stay tuned till the very end of the live stream so that way you know what to expect, as we will continue to watch it closely. But anyway, like I said, we are going to be tracking some severe weather potential after that, and that's not the only thing, okay? Because something else that we also will be tracking is above normal precipitation. Because if we look at the 6 to 10 day outlook on our precipitation, look at that. Almost all the Midwest, all of the western United States is going to be seeing above normal precipitation, okay? I think the bullseye is going to be places like Mobile, up there into New Orleans, Hattiesburg, Mississippi, Monroe, Louisiana, Shreveport, up there towards Pine Bluff, Little Rock, Jonesboro, Memphis, Evansville, St. Louis, Springfield, Fayetteville, Fort Smith, Tulsa, up there into Wichita, Kansas City, Missouri, into places like Cedar Rapids, Iowa, into Mason City, Iowa, and as well as Omaha, Nebraska. Those will be the areas that I think will be in the bullseye for above normal precipitation, especially as we get into the next couple weeks. So like I said, we will watch that closely, and then after that, chances of above normal precipitation do start to go down a little bit, but it's still to the point where we could, like I said, we could still be seeing that potential for well above normal precipitation, so we will watch it very closely. But like I said, it still remains very uncertain about what we're going to see, but we'll definitely continue to watch it. And like I said, feel free to leave any questions, comments, or concerns that you guys have down in the chat. And like I said, I know it's late, and that's probably why not a ton of you guys are here, but I still wanted to give you guys this, and since not a lot of you guys are here, I think we're going to end the stream pretty soon, probably in about 5 or 10 minutes, so before we end this, make sure to do any chatting that you have, because like I said, this is mostly all I need to explain to you guys. It's just that snowfall, and as well as that severe weather potential by the time we head into the end of this month. So make sure to do that if you have not done that already. But yeah, since none of you guys are here, I think we're gonna go ahead and end the stream. Whoever joined earlier, thank you so much for joining. I hope you guys have all had a great week so far. We are getting close to the weekend, and just one more thing that I want to point out before we really end this is that I do have a monitor expected to arrive on Monday of next week, and like I said, I will show you guys it by the time we get into Monday of next week. So if you guys would like to see that, consider subscribing down below, as that will support the channel a lot. That did take a lot of money to get, and of course I'm also going to have to set it up, so make sure to support me by subscribing, and as well as clicking that like button down below as well, so that way we can continue to do more fun upgrades on this channel. But other than that, we're going to go ahead and end the stream right here, and like I said, make sure to stay tuned for more, as we will continue to keep you guys updated on the latest, and we will continue to keep you guys safe as things really do look to start ramping up. And I hope you guys all have a great rest of your day, and we will see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.